Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the presentation. Thank you so much. What the hell? You know what? I paid for it. We're licensed. We're licensed to play it. What the hell? We'll play it. Just play the damn song. We're licensed. Okay. All right, everybody. Hello. We're licensed from CCLI, one license and Loop Community. So just play, Mr. Producer. Just play the damn thing. Just play it. We're having a party. Absolutely. Okay. That's right. All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the presentation. Thank you so much for being here. Howdy. Yeah, hey, that's right. We're licensed. Well, thank you. We are licensed to play music from CCLI, one licensed Loop Community. So there we go. We are ready to go, guys. We're ready to go. Okay. Couple things. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I got to love the Bee Gees. Got to love the Bee Gees. First of all, let me give you a heads up. For those of you like, who the hell is this guy? And Clary's just jamming to the Bee Gees. I am a 70s person. Let me tell you something. There's no music like the 70s and the 80s. It was a different world altogether. It was just a different world. You know, the 70s and 80s, man, it was just one of those things, one of those things. Okay, let's get in the presentation. And by the way, we are not going to turn sub chat only on. Everybody, what the hell? We don't care. Just everybody, if the trolls, that's fine. I don't really care. No sub chat only on. No sub chat on tonight. Not tonight. We're not even worrying. Don't even worry unless, you see something that's really so vulgar, then just block them. But no. Look, here's the deal. Here's the deal, yo. Let me break it down. Okay. If you want to go to my website, bishopjameslong.com, bishopjameslong, LONG.com. My friends, listen to me very carefully on TikTok. If you want to follow where I'm going, or where we are going, then bishopjameslong.com. That's my website. Go to bishopjameslong.com. I just updated it, everybody. I just updated the website. I try to do it as quickly as I could so I can make sure that to get the most updated information in there. If you go to my website and scroll down, first of all, the P.O. Box mailing address, if you just want to send me a mail or ask me to bless something, I'll be happy to do it. My social media platform is right there. You just scroll down and it's right there for you guys. And it's all there for you guys. It's all there. Okay. And the Spreaker is podcast, by the way. It's all podcasted. And then if you scroll down even further, this is what I even did to make it even easier for you guys. All the way down at the very bottom, it says show schedule and where to watch. So Monday through Friday, night prayer. If you want to know where can you go? Well, scroll to the bottom and I even put the link up there for you guys. So if you want to watch it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, Rumble, or YouTube, you can watch it there. And all you got to do is push any of those links. Bam, it takes you right there. So if you want to go to night prayer, there it is for you. I wanted to make sure it was easy as possible for you. We'll talk about TikTok in a minute. For Bible study, so on Sundays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So for those of you who don't know the schedule, Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have night prayer. We usually start the chat around 9:50 p.m. Eastern. We're going to continue. And if you go to my website, bishopjameslong.com, scroll to the very bottom and you will see right there the schedule and the links. Just click it. I made it so simple for you guys because I wanted to make it so it's not complicated. So the night prayer is Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. and you have 5 different ways that you can join us. Also Bible study, Sundays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, that stays. And I even have 5 different ways that you can watch us there by clicking any of those links just for you guys. The Paranormal Friday shows, well, thank you. I have only 3 up there because we also run the shows on KGRADB radio. So I run it on my Facebook, my Twitter, and my YouTube. And then Open Mic Night, it's the same thing. We'll run it on all 5 formats: Facebook, Instagram, Rumble. Well, thank you. Instagram, Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube. So guys, I want to make sure that we're not going anywhere. Okay. We're going to continue this ministry. We're going to continue entertaining. We're going to continue having fun. And by God, we're going to continue to spread positivity and empathy and compassion and lift each other up. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, TikTok may be a kind of, we don't know. Now, let me give you guys heads up. All right, now look, guys. For those of you in Facebook, because I run the show on two different computers, this computer and this computer, and you guys here. You guys are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. You know what's happening to TikTok. And a lot of people are directly affected in a very negative way. And I get it. I understand it. By God, I understand it. But here's what I know. Community is not contingent on a platform, one social media platform. Community is where people decide to join together on whatever platform it is and come together and spread our message of love. And that's what we're going to do. I'm also going to try to learn how I can embed a chat on my website. But here's what's going to happen. Now, folks, this is what's going to happen, okay? So, and we'll get into the show in a moment. TikTok is there's rumors, there are rumors, imagine, that TikTok is going to go dark. That means it's going to stop at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. However, a lot of people have said that was just a rumor. It's not true. We don't know. There's also rumors that that'll be it. At 12 o'clock midnight, that's it. They'll turn it off. Now, you can think whatever you want to about President-elect Trump. You can that's your right as an American. You can like him, you can dislike him. But I've kind of watched Trump a lot through the years, and this is what I'm very confident. I'm very confident to say this. Now, I'm not saying whether or not he's a good person or a good president. We're not talking about that here. I've noticed that one thing that he cherishes more than anything is loyalty. And I've also noticed that if you show loyalty to him, he will in turn show loyalty to you. Now, that's what I've noticed about Trump, whether it's a good or bad. Okay. So I am absolutely confident. And I would say I am 100% certain that what's going to happen with TikTok is it'll probably go dark, means you can't access it Sunday, maybe Monday, and then the lights will come right back on. And it'll be about 3 months. That way they can kind of figure out, what they're going to do as far as sell. ByteDance is going to sell. I'm just giving you heads up on that. We're talking billions and billions of dollars they're going to sell. So I'm confident that between these 90 days that Trump will give this extension and they will work out a deal. And this is why I did not make a goodbye video on TikTok, because this is not goodbye. This is just, hey, I'll see you in a couple of days. Because that's what this is. I'm so confident in this. I'm so confident in this that I'll wear a wig. I will put on a woman's wig, by God, and be Sister Jane. Oh boy, the trolls are going to love this one. The next open mic. No, I'm very confident, guys. I really am. I am. So I don't think you have to worry about this. I know that people have left, and I get it. I get it. But we're here, and so are you. And so tonight, we're going to have a hell of a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We are going to laugh. We are going to bring on the moderators a little bit later on. But I am confident that TikTok probably will go down in a couple of weeks. Can someone please wake up Joe Biden? Can someone wake him up? and say, hey, Joe, can you just write it on a little stationery here? Here, let me help you. TikTok and no other platform will be fined if TikTok stays open. That's all you got to do. It's real simple. That way I understand why TikTok is requiring this, because they can't say, oh, trust us. Oh, yeah, right. No, trust us like a rattlesnake. Give me a break. Just simply write it on the stationery from the official White House desk of the president. You're fine. You're not going to be punished. That's all they're wanting. That's all they are wanting. It's that simple. It's that simple. And it really ticks me off that Joe Biden can't even do that and won't even do that. He's already stated that they're not going to enforce the law on, but you got to understand, folks, let me explain this. The problem is, and I get Apple and I get Google, I understand, because if they just go ahead and say, okay, we'll trust you, and they could be fined $5,000 per person, whoever logs on to TikTok, per person, that would bankrupt them. So while the White House says, okay, yeah, we're not going to enforce it, all TikTok is asking, and Apple, and of course, Google is, we'll put it in writing. Just put it in writing, and then TikTok stays open. Imagine. But we have such incompetent people in government that can't and won't even do something that simple. Get ready to wear that wig. I'm not going to wear that wig, because I'm telling you, here's what's going to happen. TikTok is going to go down, maybe a day or two, and the lights are going to come back on. Mark my words. That's why this is not goodbye. This is just, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Gravy. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. I tell you what. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Yes. Okay. All right, everybody. So let me just say hello to everybody. And Miss Wilma is with us tonight, although she has been kissy suck facing all those Walmart men, and now she's feeling still, congested, but she hasn't kissed the kissy suck face in a while. So Miss Wilma is here with us for a little bit. Woo, Miss Wilma. Yes, Miss Wilma, how you doing? And Judy Ann is with us. Huh?
I wanted to say hi to everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm trying to talk loud. I do have bronchitis and maybe an upper respiratory infection. My coughing is causing spasms. So I hope everyone can hear me. Excuse me.
We can hear you just fine. So we know that you've been sick, but let me ask you a question. So we can, because we're going to focus on, because Miss Wilma, a lot of people have been asking a lot about you, Miss Wilma. So let me just ask you this. I know that you've been depressed and you've been a little down because you haven't been on air, but I'm going to tell you something right now. Now listen, I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of people that have been asking me about you, and that is how much, even though you're not on camera, but you are so loved that people keep asking all the time, how is Miss Wilma? How is Miss Wilma? And I was talking to Miss Wilma before we went on air. I said, Wilma, we don't know if this is goodbye or not to TikTok. We don't know. So, do you want to go on? And she was so sick, and she's like, I just can't. And then I was getting ready to go on. She called me back. She said, call me. It was like the Terminator. I'll be back. Call me. I was like, okay. So she wanted to say hello to you guys. Because
I do love each and every one of you all. I'm sorry I haven't been on, but it's all in the head. My ears are popping. My eyes is watering. This is the craziest thing, the longest I've ever had. This bronchitis. I'm going to have to go back to the doctor and get more medicine.
Right.
But this has been the worst that I've ever had. And by the way, I do have a blonde wig.
So Miss Wilma, by the way, Miss Wilma, for those of you who don't know, was a Dolly Parton impersonator.
Yes, I was.
And so, Miss Wilma, you know what? Let's go out with a bang. Let's go out with a bang.
With a bang? Oh, no.
you've always wanted to be a singer, and here's your chance. Come on, let's go. Islands in the Stream.
Well, wait, I can't even. I can't hardly talk, let alone sing.
But you can. I mean, you can. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can still do it, right?
Well, no. Oh, by the way, did you say you was from 1700?
Excuse me, I'm
You
rocking.
loved the 1700 music. I knew you was old.
Excuse me, no. We are licensed, by the way. We are licensed to play this music. So people saying, yeah, licensed. Yeah, we got licensed 3 places. Come on, Miss Wilma. That's Kenny. That's Kenny Rogers. There was something going on. Come on, Miss
I
Wilma.
can't believe.
Do. That's your part. That's your part, Wilma. Hello.
Going on.
Yeah, you got something going on, all right. That was good. But you know what? That was
Okay.
that was a good attempt. That was a good attempt, and we certainly do appreciate you pushing through. And so, thank you for doing that. So,
Well, you're welcome.
all right, Miss Wilma, do you want? I know you want to head off. Do you want to say anything to our friends there on Ticker Talkers before you?
I do want to say that I love all of you, and that we're all praying for TikTok. Sorry to hear that, but hopefully they will get this fixed soon. And I do want to thank you all for your prayers.
Absolutely.
And always remember this, okay? No matter what, this is what I always taught my children from day one. I was a school teacher for 22 years. No matter what we go through, Jesus is always with us, holding us tight as he can. It's hard at times, I know, but always remember that. And I do love all of you. I'm sorry that I hope everybody can understand me.
And Miss Wilma, do you have any joke at all? I don't care what joke it is. Give me just give. Oh, thank you. Just give us any joke. It could be any joke at all. I don't care what it is. Just for TikTok. Just for TikTok.
What did one cloud say to the other?
What did one cloud say to the other? I don't know. What did it say?
Oh, honey, you sure blew me away. Oh, I got a jumpy. Juliet, I got a jumpy.
I mean, oh my gosh, that's serious business, folks. Let me get something to drink here. Hold on. Obviously,
I got the drum beat.
You've got a drum
and
beat.
The beat goes on and on. I'm doing Sonny and Cher now.
Sonny and Cher. All right, Miss Wilma, thank you for stopping by, and then I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay?
Okay, I hope everyone has a great night. And I do love each and every one of you, and God bless.
Good night, Miss Wilma.
Good night, Bishop Long. I love you. Good night, Julianne. I love you too, darling.
I love you. All right.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We appreciate Miss Wilma jumping on and saying hello. And I tell you what a trooper. What a trooper. She's a little sickly, but she wanted to go on and say hello to you guys on TikTok because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. So, but that was nice. So, how are you doing, Miss Judy Ann there?
I'm doing great.
Oh yeah. So what?
Happy to be here. I just have to comment on what you were saying about President Trump. I agree. And I find it ludicrous that the government is so concerned about security with TikTok when we have a wide open border. Sorry, but that flies in the face of reason.
Yeah, I don't understand. A lot of people don't understand this TikTok situation. I don't understand it. A lot of people don't. It's absurd. It's preposterous. It makes no sense whatsoever. And well, yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. We understand why it's happening. So it's just absolutely beyond, I think, just beyond irresponsible. And by the way, and whether you like him or not, Senator Rand Paul, I tell you what, he came out just recently, and I just, for those of you who don't know, he's from Kentucky, and yeah, he is a Republican, but he actually joined TikTok today as a form of protest against what the what Congress did. So good on him. Good on, or it was Senate, what the Senate, and I think it's
him.
wonderful. Good for him. I think that's great. Thank you.
You know, somebody else was doing a kind of a chart. They put up some investment in your portfolios.
You're breaking up.
just-
You know what? You're breaking up really bad. Let me call you right back.
Okay.
Yeah, she's breaking up
Call
really.
ended.
She's really breaking up bad. It's like, so let's try to call her again. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes, one of those things. Okay, let's see if this works. One ring-a-dingy, two ring-a-dingy. See what that happens. All right, let's see how.
How about this?
Well, we'll see how as we continue the
it-
conversation and see if it
is it-
breaks up. Oh
Is
yeah,
it better?
I don't know because you have to speak in order for me to know if it's distorted.
Well, I was speaking, but you cut me off.
Okay. Uh-oh, there. Okay, all right.
Oh, oh my.
Take it out. Take it out. My goodness gracious.
Somebody's asking me, June, asking me if I sing. I am not a singer. I could, but I would make your ears bleed. I promise.
Well, you can still try. I mean, heck, well, why not? Just go ahead and just show us what you got. Show us what you got.
Well, there was something. Oh,
Oh.
Mark, you know who, Z of Bookface,
Yeah.
is poised to make billions
Of course.
due to TikTok shutting down. And a lot of people in the government have portfolios that are invested in Meta. So
Isn't that interesting?
I'm just tossing that out there, folks. Now, his alleged or the projected profits are not coming to fruition because everybody has bailed and they're all getting the red note or whatever it's called,
Yeah, don't do
which
that.
I know that you have, right. But they are. So
Yeah, folks, listen, please. If you're listening on any other formats other than TikTok and you're on TikTok, do not use Red Note. Don't do that, guys. I know you want to protest, and I know you. I get it. But yeah, there's a big difference. Well, see, I've spoken out again. And look, guys, that's very dangerous because look. I'm not against China. I have friends that are from China. I have a clergy friend who is a priest. But you need to understand that China is a very controlled government. They do censor all of their media. And so you got to be very careful because you have no idea what you're agreeing to in their terms of service agreement. You have no idea. And they do monitor everything, and you're giving them complete and total access to whatever device that you're using. Red Note. I know you want to protest, but doing it that way is not smart. It is not smart at all because then they have complete and total. If you give them control over your phone, they can go in your notes. If you have your note, your any type of password saved on your note, anything, it's not a good idea. And by the way, please, friends. If you, they didn't ask me, Anne-Marie saying Facebook asked me to connect my TikTok. They didn't ask me to do that. But if you guys, don't go to Lemonade. I did, and I didn't know much about Lemonade. I thought, well, why not? Well, I've done a little bit more research on it. The problem with Lemonade is that it is a sister company of TikTok that is owned by ByteDance. And that stupid senator that's spearheading this, going against this TikTok thing, that idiot from Oklahoma, he's already on the floor. He's already stated that Lemonade is next. So I'm giving you heads up now. Lemonade is owned by ByteDance.
why
And
is he so obsessed with this?
I don't know. I just,
Why is he so obsessed with this?
I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah. So because here's the problem with Lemonade. The problem is I mean, you might want to keep it for now if you want, but just know that's on the chopping block. Because they're already getting rid of TikTok because ByteDance owns it. Now, if ByteDance sells Lemonade, well, then okay. But if they don't, then what you're going to do is you're going to put all your effort into building Lemonade. And then Tom Cotton and the rest of his group is going to go right there on the floor, vote to delete, eliminate, and you're going to be right back in your situation. Yeah, Clapper's not bad. The problem with Clapper, here's the issue that I'm having, guys. For those of you who are on Facebook, YouTube, just bear with me for a moment. Is when you're live, you can't zoom in and zoom out on the back like this. So you can't do this because right behind me, see, I have this. It's a screen. And so obviously I don't want that. So what I do is I zoom in so you guys can't see that. Clapper doesn't do it. So far I've not found any of them that does that except for TikTok. So, oh, well, thank you for being there. So we don't know. Thank you guys. So anyway, for those of you if you hear me say thank you, it's because my friends there on TikTok, they are asking, they're offering gifts. So Julianne, you still there? I
am.
Okay. So
I'm listening.
So here's the deal. Yeah, we don't know. The rumor was that at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the TikTok shops will no longer be taking orders at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And the rumor was that at 8:30, the servers would stop. That's one rumor. The other rumor is that TikTok is going to stop at midnight tonight. We don't know. We just don't know. So again, for those of you who don't know, guys, go to my website, bishopjameslong.com. bishopjameslong.com. Scroll down in the middle, you'll see all of my social media links. You will also see, even at the very bottom, you'll see my entire schedule, where you can watch, and the links just to push it. I made it so simple because I wanted to, just to make it, for everybody. So bishopjameslong.com. All right. Don't forget bishopjameslong.com. But I have a feeling that that it probably around midnight, it might go off.
I agree. I wish they had given this much attention to the drones.
You see, isn't that the strangest damn thing in the world? So they're going to go after a platform that they have absolutely zero proof whatsoever, zero proof that China could take all the information from a server that is located, by the way, in America. And by the way, ByteDance is not the only company that owns TikTok. They are the majority owner, but it's an internationally owned business. It's not just ByteDance. And that's of course the majority owner, but the government has shown zero, absolute no proof whatsoever that China has ever demanded any data from the TikTok servers in the United States. Zero, nothing. And you're right.
It's fabricated.
You're right.
I'm curious. How many of you have visited China? How many of you been to China? I have been to China.
Who tells us?
It's a nice place. It's beautiful. It's very modern.
It's very modern, but it's also very censored. And so, and that's their culture. But they've done nothing whatsoever, nothing at all, to show that they are going to demand any of the data from TikTok. Nothing. And if you think for 5 seconds that Zuckerberg is not, or even Apple, I'm an Apple fan, but I'm sorry, but when you do your terms and services and you agree to it, it's a 50-page document, and you have to basically be an attorney to understand all that jargon terms. But
it's like a government bill. Mm-hmm.
Right. It is absurd. It's absurd. Well, it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are still on TikTok. Well, there we go.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hell of a good time. But we have to address this because this is world headline news, and for many people, I've been on the phone all day long speaking to people. There are individuals that are just distraught. Distraught. So because of this, because they have destroyed. And one thing that really makes me mad is the ridiculous, idiotic statement from these senators who say, well, Facebook, all it is just videos of cats. You see, that proves how out of touch they are with reality. That proves how out of touch they are with their own constituents, the constituents that put them in power. And by the way, the same constituents that can remove them from power.
Thank you.
So remember, friends, remember this when you vote. The next time you vote, remember this. And for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, you may not even use TikTok, and that's fine. That's okay. That's your. But if they can do it to one app, they can do it to any other app. And this is a matter of control and manipulation, which is just, it is such a distortion.
I want to say something. When you mentioned that China is heavily censored, I think this is the most heavily censored act by our government that I've ever seen. This is nothing but trying to censor us and control us. So I don't know that I believe that China is more censored. Perhaps in some ways. They don't put up with a lot of nonsense. Okay. You can't get away with a lot of things there, but
well, I mean, freedom of speech is not really protected there. So when I say you have to be very, very careful with the things that you say, especially against the government in China. So there are certain things, that's why everything is monitored so closely. It's not like the United States. United States, we can say exactly what we think about our elected officials. But in China, it's and here's the problem right now. For those of you who don't know, in China, so many people are going to Red Note. Well, because China is censored, what they're doing now is they're wanting to create a different server from the Chinese users, from the American users, because they do not want the American culture influencing Chinese culture. And so now what they're doing is they're separating the servers to where it's becoming more and more difficult to communicate with people who are on the Chinese server. Now, they can certainly, people who are Chinese, they can do it with a VPN, etc. And that's how they're able to get through. But right now, what they're doing behind the scenes, I have a friend of mine that is Chinese American, and he's having a really hard time trying to connect using Red Note to his family because of the servers. And so there's some issues going on behind the scenes with that, and people need to be careful about that. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit, and we'll continue to have this conversation, because this is what we're going to talk about tonight. Because for some people, this event is world changing for them, and for many people, I've been on the phone with so many people today, sobbing, asking where can they find us. They feel like they've lost the community. They feel like they've lost a faith family. Then you have to ensure people, look, this is an app. There's so many more applications out there that we're going to use. And we'll continue to do it. We'll continue to do it. So let's do this. Oh, by the way, I want to say something. I got something in the mail. Yep, I got something in the mail. And, I was talking about how my iPad is older than Miss Wilma's underwear. And so I got something in the mail from Judy Ann. And it was a very nice iPad with a stylus, which I have no idea how the hell to use it, because I didn't even know they had a stylus for one of these things, but I'll have to learn. So I want to thank you very, very much, Judy Ann, for this. That was a very, very kind and a thoughtful gift. And I want to say, because you've done this, and I know you tell jokes, and sometimes the studio audience boos you. So on behalf of all the studio audience and everybody here, we know that you did this so that you can get a drum beat. But I'm sorry, but no.
Are you suggesting that I'm bribing you? Like
I'm suggesting that you absolutely, without a question, are a teacher's pet. 100% teacher's pet. Isn't that right? Hey, Blue Smurf, is that right?
I love you. I did that out of the goodness of my heart. I didn't do it for.
So what? So what? So what? Okay.
I can't believe that you would suspect that I would be trying to bribe you into laughing at my jokes, since it's our last night on TikTok.
So you're trying to tell me that was not a bribe at all for you to. Okay.
Well, if I say it wasn't, then I'm going to have to go to confession, and you're going to hear it anyway. So
So you're admitting that it was the aha Simba. I got it. I got it right. Yeah, that's my dance move. That's about as good as it gets. Okay, that's as good as it gets. All right, Miss Judy Ann, do you have some jokes that you want to tell us today?
I do.
Okay,
Because
woo-hoo.
I'm hoping that the iPad and the stylus gets me a few positive
See what I
sound
mean,
effects.
folks? I'm sorry. Drink them. Just drink them. Drink them if you got them.
Okay.
Drink them if you got them. Cheers.
Why do penguins jump up and down when they first meet?
I don't know. They're stupid penguins. I don't know.
They're trying to break the ice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying, guys. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I've got three words for you. Brand new iPad.
See, that's right there. Teacher's pet. Teacher's pet. That's exactly right. Teacher's pet. See, someone said boom. See, it's not me. It's the studio audience. It's the studio audience. But I didn't boo you. I didn't boo you.
Who is the penguin's favorite pop star?
Who is the penguin's favorite pop star? Now, right in my hand, I have my favorite glass, my favorite cup. So I want you to make sure that you hit a home run on this one. Okay. All right. So what was the question again?
Which pop star is a favorite among penguins?
I have no idea.
Seal.
I knew it. It fell on the floor. It fell on the floor. That was my favorite glass. Now I have another glass. Now I have another glass. I have another favorite glass. Okay, so let's try to redeem yourself. I have another one. Okay.
Redeem myself. All right. How many dance instructors does it take to change a light bulb?
How many dance instructors does it take to change a light bulb? I have no idea.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's it. I don't care. 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 That's the second one.
Remind you, that was a brand new iPad and a stylus, a Meta pen,
and
a rechargeable Meta pen. Are you kidding me?
And I want to remind you that was my second favorite cup. Now I've got one. I got one more, by the way. I got one more glass.
Listen here, Exorcist boy. I think your collar's on
Exorcist boy. Woo! Let me remind you, I ain't no boy. I'm Kenny Rogers. I was supposed to be Kenny Rogers.
You better loosen that collar. I think it's cutting off your oxygen.
Oh yeah. Your jokes are cutting off my. No, your jokes are cutting off my oxygen. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that, studio audience. Okay, so let's try to get you one. Come on now. We got. Thank you. We got. Right. This is the last one. Come on. You got it.
Okay. Did you hear about the guy giving away unalived batteries? I can't say the D word.
Did you hear about the guys who gave away unalived batteries? No, please tell.
Batteries. They were free of charge.
Okay. All right, now that was a good one.
I got one.
That was a good one.
I got one.
That was a good one, folks. See, now that was a free of charge. That was a good one. Pretty nerdy, but that was a good one. So there we go. See, now we're even.
Wait a minute.
Right?
I'm only getting one positive sound effect.
Now you really made the studio audience angry. See, that's the thing. They're very, very, very they're stressed out right now. The studio audience is stressed out at this moment. You're
kind of a hard one, because when I get pulled over by the police, they take their bribes with a smile on their face. I always get out of tickets that way.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I thought it was.
I can't believe you just admitted that you give cops bribes.
Actually, I never have, but I've always been very honest, and I don't get tickets.
Yeah, tickets are scary. I don't like those tickets. Sometimes those police officers pull you over just by looking at you. Just looking at you. It's like, you know what? Just relax, dude. Just relax. All right. So do you have any stories you want to share, or you want me to share some stories, or what do you want to do? Or you want to hang up and go to moderate? What would you like to do?
I want you to share some stories. I've got something I want to ask you, but
Okay, what do you want to ask me?
Yeah.
Well, great, on the spot. Oh, I love on the
Ask
spot
you-
questions.
You do?
No, no, I
Well-
don't like on the spot questions. But please,
don't.
please tell me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the Huska Castle in the Czech Republic,
Yeah.
in Liberec, it was built in the 13th century.
Mm.
And during World War II, the Wehrmacht, that was the Unified Armed Forces of Nazi Germany.
Okay. Oh, no, can't say that word. That's a big bad. Oh, we just got
is on.
we just got a warning.
We did, just from saying that word.
Yep, you cannot say
felt
that
like
word.
They didn't. Okay, well, the bad guys.
Yeah.
They occupied the castle, and they were said to have conducted occult experiments, including, they said that they had gotten a hold of the powers of hell for their experiments. So today, tourists report fading frescoes and murals and pictures of demon-like figures. And this castle was built over a hole in the ground that is apparently so deep you can't see the bottom. So they say that there's animal-human hybrids
Oh, wow.
reported to have crawled out of it, that tourists who go in there with their dogs, the dogs go crazy, barking, and are afraid. And so I have a paranormal question for you. Would you be afraid to go in there and investigate? Travel Channel and Ghost Hunters. Okay, but what would you do to prepare? And how would you protect yourself?
Well, I mean, first of all, I always look at it from a logical perspective. Number one, everything is logical. Everything is logical. And I also pay close to my sixth sense. I mean, I'll know that when I get there, it's like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. This is not what I'm dealing with. But for the most part, I'm very stoic. When I do an investigation, it takes a whole heck of a lot to frazzle me. It really does. I don't get stressed very easily when it comes to that type of stuff at all, because I always look at, okay, there's got to be a logical explanation for it. And that's what I always do for what is the logical explanation? So I put all the emotions, all the fear, I put all that in check. So if, for me, I would do the regular blessings. I would certainly not do anything that's going to cause an invitation, but no, I wouldn't be intimidated. Nope.
You wouldn't provoke. Okay.
No.
Well, that was my question.
Yep.
So I can jump off here and go to moderating, and then when we bring everybody back on, how about that? And you can go to your stories.
All right. That sounds good. Then we'll see you over there.
Can I have a drum beat when I leave?
Oh, for the love of the drum beat, everybody.
Oh,
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. What about what about a drum beat for her Judy Ann telling jokes on TikTok? A drum beat for the TikTok family. Come on, at least that. All right, there we go. See, that was fair. That was fair.
Thank
that was fair.
you, and good night.
Good.
I'll see you in a bit.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. That was our Judy Ann. Appreciate her very much. She's actually helps a lot on several of these cases. A lot of people don't know, and Judy Ann has been very, very instrumental in helping me get to people's homes. Because as you know, I don't pay, I don't get charged, I don't get a paycheck, I don't get there's no retirement, and I don't charge. So it's nice. It's really nice to be able to go to somebody and say I need help. But of course we can't do it all the time. So, no. That's the rumor mill was that at 8:30 it was going to cut off, but that was the rumor mill. I believe that was because of TikTok Shop. So the TikTok Shop apparently is what I guess stopped or said you can't do it or something. I don't know. So we don't know. No one really knows. No one really knows. But nonetheless, yeah. Judy Ann is known as Alexis. So let me. There's gosh, let's see. There are so many really cool articles that I'm like, okay, I've got to listen to this. This is kind of interesting. So we have some articles. Oh, they said 12. Yeah. Right now, we haven't heard any definitive yes or no. We just simply don't know. Well, I don't know where you sent it, because if you send it here, I'm not going to be able to see it, But listen to this. This is interesting. This is by Ben Hooper. An Italian mayor's proclamation makes it illegal to get sick. It's weird. Listen, the mayor of an Italian village issued a proclamation banning residents from getting sick amid issues with local healthcare access. Mayor Antonio Belcastro issued a proclamation ordering residents not to contract any serious illnesses that could lead to the need for emergency medical attention. Residents were also ordered to not engage in activities that could lead to serious injuries, were advised to instead spend the majority of their time resting. Now, this mayor later explained that the proclamation was meant to be a tongue-in-cheek way to draw attention to the shortcomings of the local healthcare infrastructure. The mayor said about half of the village's 1,200 residents are over the age of 65, and the nearest emergency hospital is located nearly 30 miles away and is only accessible via a road with 18-mile-per-hour speed limit. So the village has an on-call doctor, but the service is not available during nights, weekends, or holidays. Boy, I tell you, Calabria in Italy is one of the poorest regions in Italy, and it's seen 18 hospitals shuttered since 2009. This is terrible. I mean, I would not. If I'm 65 years old or older, and I know that the nearest hospital is 30 miles away, and you have to go that slow to get there, that's a matter of life and death. So, yeah. Okay, again, you guys can find me on Bishop James Long. Go to bishopjameslong.com. Bishop James Long, LONG.com. Scroll down to the very middle or so, and you'll see all my social media links. And then if you scroll down at the very bottom, I just updated it today. And I put my schedule up there every single day so that you know where I am and what app you can join us in. So there we go. Now you know my age. Well, I'm not 65. I will admit that. I'm in my 50s, but I'm not 65. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. Sometimes I feel it. But isn't that crazy? Oh, thank you for being here. Okay. I don't understand this one. Listen to this. Listen to this, everybody. This is really interesting. I'm in my 50s. Yes, 50s. Apostrophe S. I look like 49. Wow, 49ers. Woohoo. Okay. TK Randall writes this. This is really strange. A girl who went missing 50 years ago has been found alive and well. Wow. So 5 decades on from her disappearance, the mystery of what happened to Sheila Fox finally been solved. It's not often that someone who has been missing for half a century turns up safe and well. But this is what was the unexpected outcome of a renewed appeal recently issued by police in the West Midlands, England. So my friends in England there, after a previously unseen photograph of her sparked hopes that she could be found. Sheila Fox vanished without a trace at the age of 16 back in 1972. And while she was living with her parents, she was thought to have been in a relationship with an older man. The search for her whereabouts would eventually come up empty, resulting in a cold case that would endure for over 5 decades. Anyway, it wasn't until a previously unseen photograph of her from around the time of her disappearance came to light that investigators decided to reopen the case and issue a fresh appeal. Incredibly, within hours, a member of the public provided information that led to her whereabouts. Quote, "We're absolutely delighted to have found Sheila after more than 5 decades," said Detective Sergeant Jenna Shaw. Says, "We've searched through every piece of evidence we could find and managed to locate a photo of Sheila." Now, it says, "We're a small team of officers, and I'd like to recognize the work of DC Sean Reeve, who managed to resolve this case with help from the public. Every missing person has a story, and their families and friends deserve to know what happened to them and hopefully be reunited with them." The article doesn't say anything about what happened. Where was she? That's the one thing I didn't like about that is like, well, okay, so you find her 50 years later. So where was she? Let me type this in. We're going to find out together. All right. Yeah, there she is. And this is by The Guardian. Okay, 15 Sunday. Okay, within hours, right? Spokesman, we're a small team. Fine. Okay, fine. It doesn't say where was she? That's what I don't like about these things. It says nothing. It says nothing where she was. Yeah. Let's go people.com. I was in People magazine once, by the way, when I did Eli Roth, A Legion of Exorcists. I think I was on either People then or the Exorcism show on the actual Exorcist house. Okay. According to she was now 68 years old. Police said the officers found a blurry, black and white. Okay, hours of Poland. Sheila was confirmed to be safe and living in another part of the country. All right. Hold on. And forensic allowed authorities to pursue leads in the case while no additional information was offered to the news release about the circumstances or reason that led to Fox's disappearance. So no one knows. So there is no other information on that. But yeah, that's interesting. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Marty. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Wow. Can you imagine being missing for 50 years? 50 years. So Google Play Store says TikTok will be gone in 3 days. Well, see, here's the problem. That's the app. But the issue is the servers. The servers that run TikTok, TikTok will have to shut them down. So even if the app is there, the app can still be there, and you click on TikTok, and all it's going to do is it's going to tell you about, that it was been banned. So that's what's going to happen ultimately with the TikTok app, that you can still click on it, but it'll just take you probably to a note somewhere saying that it's been banned. It's the servers. So they have to turn the servers off at midnight tonight. Okay. Unless there's been an update, which I have not seen any updates coming on my phone. And if there is, I will keep you updated. But as of now, there is no update. Okay. This is by Ben Hooper. Can you imagine this? He did say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think TikTok, it will probably go dark, at midnight, because the White House can't write on a piece of paper on the official stationery from the president's desk that they will not be penalized if they leave the servers on. They can't do that because of incompetence. Really, isn't that stupid? That is all Joe Biden has to do. That's all President Biden has to do, is on an official letterhead of the President of the United States state no one will be prosecuted by keeping the servers on, continuing business as usual until 35 hours from now. That's all he has to do. That's it. Instead, they do this, oh, trust us. No one's going to be punished. Put it in writing. Oh, we can't do that. That's basically what this is. It is so irresponsible and disgusting. It is disturbing. It is wrong. I don't care if you look, I'm not here to attack. That is wrong because it is so unnecessary. If you say that you're not going to prosecute if the servers stay on, then put it in writing. And then it doesn't get interrupted. There's no disruption at all. And then Trump can decide to put a 90-day extension on it. Why is this so complicated? Well, he will. I mean, he can get a 90-day extension. It's just, to me, it's just so stupid. It's truly idiotic. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. And it's just dumb. So, yeah. And now normally, as you guys know, I don't do politics here. However, tonight, on this night, I think it's a bit different. Because this, to me, I don't care if Biden is Republican, Independent, or Democrat. The fact that it is so irresponsible that they simply can't even do that, that just gives you a perspective of all this political bull crap that goes on back and forth. These political games, where they're playing political games with people's lives and their livelihood. And I don't like that. Now, it's not my livelihood, and I'm thank God for it, But there are 7 million people who have businesses on TikTok, and it does affect their livelihood. And all it would take is one simple piece of paper stating no one will be prosecuted for having the servers on. It's disgusting. And I think it's irresponsible. Okay, listen, but I am. Yeah, so again, you can go bishopjameslong.com, scroll down, and you'll see all my social media links, and you will also see my schedule. Okay, Ben Hooper writes this, could you imagine this luck? A Connecticut lottery player wins two big scratch-off prizes in 1 week. So a Connecticut lottery player beat the odds of less than 1 in 1 trillion to win 2 big prizes from a scratch-off lottery tickets purchased from the same store within 1 week. The Connecticut lottery said Salem resident won $200,000 from a Cash Royale scratch-off ticket purchased from Citgo on December 31st. Well, as if that was not enough, the player returned to the same store on January 3rd and bought a $1 million jumbo cash ticket that earned a prize of $750,000. Oh, I tell you what, I have got to play these scratch offs. I can't even win my $2 lottery thing back, for God's sakes. Isn't that terrible? That's a lot of money. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Atomic Soul. But in a moment, what we normally do, guys, and you guys know what we normally do is in about 10, 15 minutes or so, we wrap up the show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Rumble, and then we talk to our friends there on TikTok. Obviously tonight, because it's a unique night, we're going to do that a little earlier, and you guys can understand, and I know you do. I do want to remind everybody, tomorrow is Sunday. So I know many of you on TikTok do participate in Bible study. We will have Bible study as scheduled. And for those of you on TikTok, just go to bishopjameslong.com, scroll all the way down, and you'll be able to see where you can click on to join us. There it is. So yeah, just, I cannot, I wish I had the lung capacity to do this. It's almost 9 p.m. Eastern right now. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Listen to this. This is amazing. This is amazing. A diver. I have faith in God. I don't have faith in politics or politicians. A diver walks 370 feet underwater on a single breath. Folks, do you realize that's longer than a football field? It's longer than a football field. That is huge. Oh boy, I messed this one up. My goodness, I knocked everything down. Yeah. That's a crazy. Yeah, a football field, an American football field is 360 feet long. Well, this person, he walked 370 feet underwater on one single breath. So it says here an Australian free diver went for a 370-foot, 2-inch stroll at the bottom of a pool to break a Guinness World Record for the longest underwater walk with one breath. So Amber Burke, girl power, 35 years old, who has been free diving for over 10 years, spent weeks training in and out of the pool to break her own record of 334 feet, 7 inches, as well as the Guinness World Record of 357 feet. That's amazing. She said, I wanted to do this both for my own sense of achievement. It has always been a dream of mine to hold a Guinness World Records title and also to raise money for the Australian Marine Conservation Society in the process. Good for her. Now, Burke's underwater walking technique involved bending at her hip, so her torso was at a 90-degree angle in a swimming-like position, while her feet were planted on the floor of the pool. Now, again, Burke, here's what's amazing. Burke already holds 17 Australian free diving records and one International Association for the Development of Apnea world record for swimming underwater. That is phenomenal. Yeah, you can hold your breath walking up 14 stairs. I mean, seriously, can you imagine holding your breath and walking 370 feet across that is phenomenal. See, I don't think I could. First of all, I know that I could not hold my breath for that long. That's number one. But number two, there's no way I could do it because, well, I would feel claustrophobic. There is no way. Nope. Wouldn't do it. We always like to end things on a positive note. Here's another positive story for those of you. I love stories like this. Some people are, and we're going to stay with TikTok a little longer, obviously. But some people get jealous of this. I don't. I think these are great stories. And this is by Ben Hooper. A woman gets a $500,000 lottery ticket in a white elephant gift exchange. Can you imagine this? So look, I mean, that's phenomenal. So a woman who ended up with a Michigan lottery scratch-off ticket in her family's white elephant gift exchange scored $500,000. Indiana woman Emily Hickox, 25, told Michigan lottery officials she ended up with a Detroit Lions ticket after her family's gift exchange on Christmas, which is also her birthday. She said, quote, "My cousin purchased the ticket for the white elephant gift exchange at our family Christmas party. My dad actually won the ticket in the gift exchange, and I won the gift he brought, which was a flashlight. He wanted his gift back." So we made an agreement after the game to trade gifts. Dude, that was a bad exchange. Anyway, the trade turned out to be a good move, well, obviously for her. She said, "I scratched off the ticket off right on Christmas, which also happens to be my birthday, and I thought I won $50,000, she recalled. I downloaded the Michigan Lottery app and created an account to check the ticket on the app scanner. I was expecting to see $50,000. So when I saw the extra zero, I was speechless. I couldn't comprehend that I just won $500,000. And her father said, "You get out of my house, though." Anyway, she said she'll be using her winnings to buy a new car, invest, and share with her family, including her dad and the cousin who bought the ticket. There we go. So that's nice. That's good. That is very good. All right. For those of you who are listening, of course, on our Spreaker podcast, we're going to say goodnight to you guys. Okay. Yeah, that's what we do. All the shows, every single show that we do, except for night prayer, is all podcasted for you. And all you have to do is go to my, go to my website and scroll down to where it says Spreaker. And if you click that, it takes you right there. It takes you to every single one of the shows that we do, except for, like I said, the night prayer. So yeah, so there we go. That's good enough. I'm going to upload this right now. That way, in case you guys want to listen to it later on, it's there. It's good. It's podcasted for you. So let me do this. Open mic night and publish. There we go. Okay, for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble, I would just if you would just excuse my early exit, as I obviously spend time there with folks on TikTok, obviously due to this terrible situation that is occurring now. But tomorrow, of course, we will be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Bible study. And of course, it'll be airing on all the formats that it's airing on now. And if you want to, if you do have a TikTok account, you can come on over and spend some time with us on TikTok. The moderators are going to come up. We're going to talk to them and chat with everybody, and then bring people up and chat with them as well. Just chill today. So if you would like to do that, we would love to have you guys come on over to my TikTok. It's just Bishop James Long, all one word. And then we'll go there. But remember, we will be here tomorrow for Bible study at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hang tight with me, TikTok, in just 1 second. My friends on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble, remember I tell you all the time, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability or refusal to see your worth. You are priceless, and never let any troll tell you or convince you otherwise. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night for Bible study at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.